can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. They on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerge victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate.
Okay, Coach, it is always a celebration here in New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Indianapolis Colts. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Ready. Yellow lady. Coming to you. Coming to you. Watch tight. Tight ends right. Watch tight. Tight ends right.
They go with Leonard Fournette, third-year back from LSU. And nothing but daylight ahead. The 30. Touchdown, New Orleans. Leonard Fournette, 77 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Set. Pittsburgh. 51. In your set.
On first and 10, Brissett. It's caught by Funchess. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
A gain of 27 on the play.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
This is Marlon Mack, third-year running back, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play.
The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Check, 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 check.
Running the sweep, Hilton with it. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, his 14th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future as they start to peer toward the off. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Justin Houston, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Over. 11. Hey, team 6. Team 6. Mike 50.
Now Breeze. That one complete. He finds Shark. And he'll be out right at the 35. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
That's good for the Saints. First down. 1st and 10 at the 35.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Move. 3 down, 3 down.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. That one complete to Hill. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
First catch for last year's NFL catch leader, and it's a 1st down.
Come on, one thing for sure, you know that Michael Thomas is going to be the target on a 3rd down pass, and Drew Brees finds him and keeps this drive moving.
A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down.
36. Switch.
A shotgun give to Fournette. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
21.
Now they'll throw with Breeze. Gets this one to Hill. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Hard.
Here's Hill. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 22-yard line.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
At the 17-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
You. Watch safety creep.
Here we go.
Safety's creeping.
On the draw, this is Fournette. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Ready. We ready? Hey, easy.
Man up, D. Hey.
53.
50's the mic.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't the
Now Breeze on 3rd down. And he finds Cook. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
Jared Cook is a guy who's been around the NFL. He's been with the Titans, the Rams, the Packers. In the last 2 years in Oakland, now he makes a move to the Big Easy, where he pairs with Drew Brees and forms a nice little threat.
He's coming. Double up.
Hey, kill.
25. Check 25. Check
They run with a former Viking and Raider. It's Latavius Murray. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, but now it'll be 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. They'll try the right side here with Fournette. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
A gain of 6 yards. It's 4th down.
These two teams all tied after 1. Ready for the 2nd quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. The Saints on 4th down last year, 13 of 16, second best in the league, and they'll try it here.
Under.
Brees going to go on 4th down. And that is going to be incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 11-yard line.
2nd and 5 now. Brissett Funchess has it complete. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Colts first down.
I got you. I got you.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the 25 on second down, Brissett, and the catch made by Hilton. The 20, 10, touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton with touchdown number 15 on the year and second of the game. And the Colts have taken the lead. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
14, Saints 7.
And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Second and 12 at the 23-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. To throw, it's Breeze. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Casey Hayward. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right, it felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, first and goal. Brissett, and he rifles one incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess, but it'll be second and goal.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. But now it's third and goal.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think we're trying to dial up on third and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we've just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be fourth and goal.
An 18-yard attempt.
Vinatieri's kick is good. Vinatieri, the NFL's oldest active player, also the league's all-time leading scorer, past Morton Anderson last year.
Yeah, he turned 46 in December of 2018. He really can't see it in his leg. Maybe in the beard.
You can see it in the beard.
Maybe in the beard. That's about it. But as long as he's booting them the way he's booting them, keep going, big guy.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive, first and 10.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Wide, get wide.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time. Fournette, a first down carry. Clayton Gathers makes the stop.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Mike's 50. Switch up.
Sammy.
50's the Mike. 50.
Hey, easy.
From the 44, Breeze. It's Hill, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Breeze now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Here's Breeze to throw. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 23 yards on the play.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Breeze now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Now Breeze. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Check 53's Mike. Let's go, defense.
11.
Who we got? 53's the Mike.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. From 10 yards out, as they are able to cut into that lead. And the coach has decided to throw the red flag. He will challenge this play.
Michael Thomas. Touchdown, Saints.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
They'll try and sneak it here. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. And the head coach reaches for the red flag, tosses it down on the field. He wants a challenge here. So the call stands. Now they're out of challenges. What do you think about that? Do you wish that they had an unlimited amount?
No, I don't, because if they have unlimited challenges, we will be here all night because every call will get challenged. I like the strategy of determining when is the right time to make the challenge by the head coach.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's a run with Matt. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21.
I can't believe they let you play.
From his end zone on 3rd, it's Brissett. He completes this one to Mack. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also moved the sticks. Brissett now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts 1st down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Brissett on 1st down. And he's got the hook up to Landry. 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jarvis Landry with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds in the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
That's what I do. 26.
Play action. Breeze. They're going deep for Hill. He's got a man. Complete. He's got daylight. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Tyreek Hill in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6. What's good on the extra point? And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Here we go, D. All day. Defense, all day. All day.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And got his man complete. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. We saw this franchise do this back in the 2009 Super Bowl. The Saints will start the second half with an onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
47's the mic, boy. 47. Check, 47.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
47's the mic. 47. Watch one. Mike's 47. Mike's 47.
You gonna see me in your nightmares.
Now Brissett. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan with sack number 23 on the year, breaking Michael Strahan's mark of 22.5. Congratulations. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
56, right there, 56. Watch the run.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. It's caught by Funchess. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it.
Slant. Deuce.
They'll go with a keeper. Probably helps your confidence level on those 4th down sneaks to have a quarterback as tall as he is.
Yeah, you're talking about being able to extend at the end and make sure the ball gets to the first down marker. But also, he has to be able to drop his hips and get down behind that offensive line in order to move forward. Because if he just runs it straight up and down, you and I both know that they'll snap him backwards. Well done there, well executed.
First down, Brissett. He's got it to Hilton. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Brissett sets to throw it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, 29 yards. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. You go night.
Hey, orbit.
26 Mike.
Breeze will try again on second down. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Breeze. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
Good for the Saints. First down. First and 10 at the 36.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Yo, 1. 26 Mike.
Bravo.
Now Breeze again. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Single. Watch 23, watch 20. Here we go. 26 Mike.
To throw is Breeze. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Easy. 13. 3 down. 26 Mike. I'm coming after you. 26 Mike. All day, just like that. Kill. Turn up. Kill.
On third and long, it's Breeze. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Come on, let's go.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Brissett now. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Cameron Jordan with sack number 23 on the year, breaking Michael Strahan's mark of 22 and a half. Congratulations.
Let's make these babies cry when we get back home, yo. Let's make them sad.
Hey, check Mike 21, check.
It's third and long for Brissett. And he's got his man Hilton. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down. Brissett now 14 out of 17, 82%, and it's first and 10. Here's Brissett. Complete to Hilton. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 40.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Eric Ebron, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails? Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And the Colts pick it up. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Huge, huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
You remember me? Let's go, baby. Check 9, check 9. Watch the safety crew.
Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the fourth quarter of play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run with Fournette, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Now a play fake. Breeze. Escaping the pressure right. And going deep for Hill. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Strip the ball.
Again, it's Brissett. Ebron's got it. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate.
And he's taken down here by the Saints.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Here's Hill on the return. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Check.
Tighten up. Check.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. I think this is what this game's become now. Just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
The Saints do snap it. It's Breeze. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Fournette running out of the gun. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
You got 3.
5-9.
2nd and 5 now. Breeze. They complete it to Hill. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 28. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. The Pro Bowler Michael Thomas was the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
Ready. Yellow lady.
Hey, check. Hey, we got tight left.
20 seconds.
Breeze now. Open man is Hill. He's got it. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Breeze to throw again. And he finds Cook. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Breeze. And that's intercepted. It's Darius Leonard, the 2018 Defensive Rookie of the Year. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Thomas, the intended target. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Crunch time, defense.
Off.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. All day, every day, any day. Mike's 47.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
1st down, Colts.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Kill.
Hey, check Mike 47. Check Mike 47.
I got one. 47. Mike 47.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And the incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
On 2nd down, Brissett again. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today, coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again, and who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Here's Breeze to throw. Flushed out right. That'll be complete to Cook. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Breeze going to throw. He's going to let it fly. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
It's Hill, complete. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
They make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Brissett. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Indianapolis, they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move to 11-3 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Saints, their slim playoff hopes are gone now as they fall to 5-9. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.